was silly, Mike, last night, where they were able to get, I think they got 6 of their sacks by sending 4. It was just their defensive line. It was just it was not extra. Hey, we're not gonna blitz them. We're just gonna send our 4, and we'll get there. It was impressive. And if you look at the Texans, I mean, they needed this win just to hang around. They're just a 6-5 team. It's not like this is a team that's atop the division or atop the conference. But if you look at them last night, you think to yourself, if they can just figure out, if they can hang around a little bit more with Davis Mills, who hasn't lost a game as a starter yet, if they can hang around and put together some offense like they did in the first half, this is a team that could actually do some damage in the playoffs. They're not unfamiliar with playoff wins. DeMeco Ryans has done that his first couple of years in the league. But if they can add just a little bit of unpredictable offense to their repertoire, that's a team you got to watch out for. They're dangerous.
Well, the defense has been great all year. The offense took a while to get going. And C.J. Stroud supposedly will be back for next week. I always get a little uncomfortable when someone's in the concussion protocol and there's this, oh, yeah, he'll be back. Nobody knows when he's going to be back. And the whole idea is we don't talk about it at all. Coaches aren't supposed to talk about it. It would be ideal if we didn't talk about it, other than to say, let's not talk about it because he's already putting himself under pressure to come back. Let's not add to that. When he's ready, he's ready. And they have Davis Mills. And Mills has won 3 starts, beat 2 playoff contenders along the way. Yeah, the rancid meat in the sandwich was the Titans, but the bread is good. Jaguars, Bills. Good bread, bad meat. And when he came in for C.J. Stroud against the Denver Broncos, they gave him fits. They gave him hell. That wasn't an easy game for the Denver Broncos to win. So Mills, and I spoke to Mills after they beat the Jaguars. I mean, this is a guy who started a lot of games, 26, I believe, in his first 2 years, and didn't do well from a wins-losses standpoint because the Texans were steeped in their Jack Easterby phase. So the whole thing was a crap show in 21 and 22. It wasn't Davis Mills' fault. In comes C.J. Stroud. Everything changes. Mills hangs around. He's actually signed through 2026. He re-upped to stay with the Houston Texans. Hey, that was a smart move. Competent backup comes in, gets it done to the point where, and I said to him, what's your message to the rest of the league? He said, I just want to show people I can play. He's showing it. You have a game like that in prime time, and any of these teams out there, they're like, what are we going to do at quarterback next year? Hey, you know, why isn't he on the list? Let's at least put him on the list. Now you'd have to trade for him, but if you have a team around him, you know, you don't have to have, what's better, Michael? What's better? To give $55 million to a quarterback who doesn't deserve it, or to give $15 million, $20 million to a guy who knows, I just want a chance, right? He's not going to throw it all over the place. He's not going to beat Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. He could beat Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes if you put enough around him. And when you don't have a guy making $55 million, but he's competent, you can have all that other stuff that allows you to go out and win football games.
It's a great point, Mike. And I'm glad Davis Mills said it to you that way, that he just wants to show people he can play. Because he is an example that many players of any position, I'm not just talking about quarterbacks, many players find themselves in bad situations, and then you go in there and the fans don't know how bad it is behind the scenes, and they just expect you to thrive in a franchise or in a system that is chaotic. I mean, if you think about, Mike, if you think about the space between Bill O'Brien leaving the Texans and DeMeco Ryans arriving in his first season. Think about all the things that happened in that space. You could write 10 more books based on that period in Houston Texans history, all the coaches that they had, all the controversy that they had with Deshaun Watson. Hey, here's the plan. You mentioned Jack Easterby. That was all in that space. And then some of the climbing that happened in the organization, some of the backstabbing that happened in the organization. They went through a ton of one and done. They had a couple of back-to-back one and done coaches, right, with David Culley and Lovie Smith in there. So just a lot of chaos with the Texans. And Davis Mills kind of comes into that, and you're expected just to put your head down and just focus on the game plan. It's not that easy. They're a much healthier organization, much more functional than they were just a few years ago.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.